I actually don't consider myself a perfectionist.
Yeah, me either.
What?
Wait, do you think I
No.
am? Really?
Sarah.
No. Really?
Yes. But okay, well, I'm not going to impose something on you, but
Okay, well.
I think you're a perfectionist.
Oh.
You're not like crazy person, but I think you're more of a perfectionist than I am.
Well, if I'm going to do something, I can't stop until it's done, and I can't lower the bar, but I don't think that's a perfectionist. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to On Air, where we are documenting our lives as we start a business, say no to everyone, and don't do anything we don't want to do, basically.
Yay.
Is that true? Not really. And try to find peace and joy in this thing we call life.
On this rock floating in space.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's that. Well, we just had to talk about how we're going to try to sound smarter. And I don't know why I said all of that.
We
but
just had a pep talk and we were saying, we listened to some other podcasts and when they speak, they sound actually quite smart. They're very well spoken. And then comparing it to ourselves when we're speaking on the podcast. And we're like, you know what? Let's try and sound educated and intelligent.
Yeah, because we are educated.
We are. We just like to have fun. And sometimes on the outside looking in, it might look like
like
we're not as well educated because maybe we're not as well spoken or maybe we're just having fun. Like it's a casual conversation.
Exactly. We can do it. Can we do both? I don't know if I can have fun and sound smart. Okay, we'll try. Or not. We'll see. Anyways, welcome back to On Air. We're so happy to have you here. We did take a slight hiatus, a little break. We had the most amazing celebratory episode where we were like literally top 1% of
podcasters. We left you guys on a high.
Yeah.
We had this big celebration. We popped champagne. We said we were recording our 21st episode, which means we're in the top 1% of some type of category as far as ranking podcasts.
That we might have made up, but I'm pretty sure it's true. I've heard a lot of people say it.
Believe it. So that's what we stuck with. And we were also celebrating the announcement of launching our 2 brand new courses.
Right.
And then we're like, woohoo, we're so amazing. And then we ghosted you.
Well, yeah, because we accidentally gave ourselves so much work to do.
We accidentally underestimated the time everything took. And unfortunately, the podcast fell on the back burner.
Yeah.
Temporarily.
Well, we made the courses so sick and amazing and put them out into the world. I mean, so professional and smart. I can't do it.
The courses were so smart.
They actually are smart.
They are.
We're just not really portraying it in a way that makes it sound smart.
We wanted to make the courses so extremely valuable that we allocated all of our time towards perfecting the courses rather than doing the podcast and doing some other
sounding like dumb bitches.
Yeah.
Talking to a microphone.
Yeah. We saved that for right now.
Yeah, we're saving it for now, so get ready for it. But now we're back. We're back in action, and we have a new structure, schedule, life, outlook,
vibe.
Personality, vibe. Yeah, that was what I was going to say. Not really, but now we're in a different flow of like normalcy again. That was just a little bit ridiculous.
We're trying to get back. It's hard when you have this project and you're working really hard and there's this big push and it's like all hands on deck, which is actually just the 2 of us. I don't know why I said all hands on deck, but it's like
4 hands on deck.
4 hands on deck, full focused on building this course. And then the course launches. For us, it launched on October 1st, or both of them launched on October 1st. And now it's like you kind of get a second to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're like, how do we get back into the swing of things? How do we get back to normal? What is normal? What were we doing before? What have we let fall off the bandwagon? What are we doing?
Mm-hmm. What's important? What do we have to get back to? And yeah, I feel like we have like slight PTSD from our last job where there was way too many people and no one actually did anything.
Yeah.
So we were like, we're just going to do everything for all the Air Academy stuff. Also, we have maybe some
control issues.
Maybe a little bit of control issues around wanting it to be so great. And now we have control over that. But then you're like, someone has to do this. And then you're like,
Yeah.
well, I guess that someone is me because I forgot to hire anybody because I didn't want to. But now maybe it would have been nice. But
Yeah.
nah, got it done. And it's so good.
And
Not to brag.
not to brag, but we made
Best one
2
yet.
courses prior to these 2. And it feels like with every course, the bar kind of raises a little bit. Like our standards got a little bit higher. And
Yeah.
so the expectation for the value the course provides, how it's recorded, like the material, the resources that goes with it, it just, the standard gets higher. And
course.
so we kind of forget that sometimes when the standard increases, so does the work.
Yeah. And I'll just increase again for the next one.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Which that's what we want to do.
Yeah,
we
you can't get worse.
No, we
You gotta
want to be
get
getting better every time.
Every day. 1% better every
1%
day.
every day. It's not that hard.
1%
Just be
starting.
better. Just get better soon.
Yeah, just get better.
Like today.
Just
1%.
suck it up. Just do it. This episode of On Air is sponsored by Air Academy. Yep, that's our company, where we make bookkeeping make sense. Whether you're looking to start and grow your own bookkeeping business or you just want to get your numbers under control, our step-by-step courses make it simple.
Right now, podcast listeners get 50% off our Bookkeeper Basics course for aspiring bookkeepers and our Do Your Own Books course for business owners who want to understand their own numbers. Just use code EARLY50 at checkout. Visit air.ca or check the link in the description to grab your discount.
As we were saying, we're now perfectionists with very high standards.
Yeah, so
As you were saying, the production quality is getting better every time.
Yeah, we're a little bit rusty as far as recording this podcast.
Yeah.
Or this episode. And I actually don't consider myself a perfectionist.
Yeah, me either.
What? What?
Wait,
No.
Really?
Sarah.
No. Really?
Yes. But okay, well, I'm not going to impose something on you, but
Okay, well.
I think you're a perfectionist.
Oh.
You're not like crazy person, but I think you're more of a perfectionist than I am.
Well, if I'm going to do something, I can't stop until it's done, and I can't lower the bar, but I don't think that's a perfectionist. Is it? What is a perfectionist? Just someone who
you can't move on until it's perfect.
I think I definitely have perfectionist tendencies, but I have been trying really hard to be like, okay, like 90%.
Yeah.
98%.
Yeah, 98. That's
well,
not
first
perfect.
I was like 70%, and then I was like, 70 just seems too low. And so I was like 80%, and I was like, okay. But then with things like the course, it's like,
well,
it's
that is hard to lower the bar.
because I'm like, well, this is going to be here forever. And like, I need it to be good.
Duh.
But with other things, it depends on the thing.
Yeah.
Now, I am always striving to be better, which I think I need to chill out on a little bit. But my problem is all my friends are like high fucking achievers. And then I'm like, oh. I guess
a higher
it's just,
achiever than you, though? I don't think so.
yeah. Yeah. All of
Really?
them. In my mind, they are.
Yeah. That sounds like a little something in your brain telling you. You think every single person in your life is doing better than you?
No, but I think everyone. Well, okay, this could be a trick I'm playing on myself, but I think that when I look at a person, I am like, they work harder, they work longer, they do more, they have more hobbies, they're in better shape, they eat healthier. Like, I think I just take the best quality of everyone, and then I'm like,
but not only the best quality, like better than you.
Yeah, so like, I have one friend who is like, works so much. So I'm like, well, that's the standard for work. Then I have another person who's really fit. I'm like, well, that's the standard for fitness. Then I have another person who's really good at like horseback riding. I'm like, well, that's my standard for riding. And so I think I kind of am arbitrarily picking the best qualities of every one person and then making that the standard. Now that I'm saying it out loud,
And
but
then comparing yourself to it.
yeah, but not in like a sad way. And like, oh my God, look how good I could be if I just got up earlier and wasn't such a lazy piece of shit. That's kind of a joke.
What do you think my advice would be?
To shut up.
I was gonna say go to therapy.
What a good question. Is that what? That's like such a therapist question. You're right.
No, I would never tell you to shut the fuck up. I would just tell you that you're mentally insane, that you need therapy. That's
Yeah.
way better.
Except I feel like it used to be so much worse, and this feels like a healthy version of it to me.
Okay,
So
well,
maybe
that's
that's
good
not
then.
true.
That's progress then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you're on the right path.
Because I feel like that's like my mindset, but I don't like act like that. So on some days I'm like, wow, I have this like high standard that I can never achieve. But on other days I'm like, well, it's good to have goals, and I'm kind of fine with not being fully at them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I have that higher standards. I think it's all an act. Do you think? Do you ever think that about yourself? What is
Yeah.
happening? Why
I
does
actually-
this always turn into me being so crazy?
I don't know about everything that you just said, except for sometimes pretending that things are an act. Like, I swear to God, people have always, or I don't know. I feel like I've always been portrayed as like a studious person, like a smart person, like all these things. And
Mhm.
I feel like it's an act. I
Mhm.
feel like I'm not any of those things.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's normal. I'm like, you think I'm studious because I guess I'm getting decent grades, but I'm also like not handing in assignments. I'm also not studying. Like, I'm also not, like, I don't think I'm studious. I think I'm getting by. Like, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just gliding by, like squeaking by. And then people like have these perceptions.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should be fine with people perceiving what they want. But I do relate to what you're saying.
You know?
I don't think it's good,
Never said that.
but I do relate to it in the sense that I'm like, oh, isn't it cool that I'm fooling everyone? Oh, wow, I'm fooling everyone. That's great.
Okay.
like I actually think that less now. I
Patricia.
think before I thought that way more, where I was
Yeah, me
like,
too.
oh, I'm like 2 weeks away from everyone like figuring out that I'm none of these things. And like clearly I'm really good at acting.
Oh, I guess we do. I guess that's imposter syndrome. I guess we have imposter syndrome. Is that what that is? Feeling like an imposter.
Well, I feel a lot less like that now because I feel like I kind of now have the freedom to truly do whatever I want.
True.
And I've been doing that a lot lately, or I've just been like, nah, I don't want to do that. Or just truly doing what I want in the day. But yeah, before I definitely felt like I was like putting on an act.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to sometimes.
You know what? You kind of do.
Yeah.
And that's the journey that led us here.
Yeah.
And you're right. I don't really feel like that anymore, but I definitely used to.
Yeah, same. And I don't feel like even when I'm like, it's not even like I'm comparing myself to people being like, oh my God, I suck. Like I kind of say that as a joke. I genuinely do feel like I'm always conscious of self-improvement.
Yeah.
For sure. And I'm sure there have been times where it's been like a little too much.
Which is normal. Like, we're all, sometimes we cross the line sometimes. It's not like the end of the world.
But I feel like most of the time it's from a place of like, I'm going to try out this week, or I want to do this, or I really want to get to this goal. So like, how could I finesse my days so that I can get there? It's not as like, oh my God, I'm a piece of trash.
Yeah.
It's more like, ooh, if I like do this in the middle of the day, then I could fit this in and I could see my horse vibe. Like, something like that. Now, do I do that? I don't know, but.
So do you want to actually tell the listener what your thing was this week?
What?
Well, because I went over to your place yesterday. Wait, was it yesterday? Yeah. Was it yesterday or was it last week? I feel like it was this week. And you said...
I don't know what you're talking about.
You said that you woke up early on Monday.
Oh. No, because I've literally said this 72 times on the same exact show. And it's such a broken record.
Okay.
I can say it. I've said it before, but like okay, so in my mind, I'm just like, if I could just get up earlier and stay up later, it gives me more hours in the day and then I could do more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that does make sense, but like you obviously have to sleep, you idiot. So then on Monday, I was like, I'm getting up early. So I got up at like 7, which for me is early. I was at my computer by 8 and then I worked, but then I wanted to finish something. So when I got home because I went and saw my horse, then I was just working more. But then I accidentally stayed up till midnight working, and then I stayed up even later going to bed. And then I was like, well, I guess I can't be a morning person anymore. But then I was like, who cares? I don't need to be a morning person. Right? Is that what I'm What am I talking about?
I came over to your place yesterday, Tuesday, and you're like, well, I was a morning person for one day.
Every Monday I'm a morning person.
Today. I couldn't get up early today.
Is that how I said it?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
It is hard when you're really conditioned. And I know we've talked about it 1,000 times, but we are very conditioned to, you know, what we think this idea of success looks like and how it's a very like rigid, defined thing.
Yeah, but I have people in my life that are just like, I literally said should, and they were like, should. Like, I don't even, anytime should comes into the conversation, I'm like, meh, I don't do anything I should do. I just do what I want to do. And I'm like,
Crazy.
you don't think about what you should be doing? I'm like, why? I'm like, yeah, what? Who's saying that?
Yeah.
No one's even said anything. No one in my entire life has ever been like, you really should wake up earlier.
No.
Not once.
No.
Ever.
Mm-mm.
But I'm like, well, I should. I'm like, who said? And I'm like, I guess the job I had where I had to be there at 8.
The
or
world.
like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
so stupid.
I
I'm
know
like,
it's
what's the
hard.
point of having your own business if you can't do what you want? And you know what I like doing? I like working at midnight.
I know. I keep telling you, just do it. Just do whatever you want.
Well, I do it. And then I fuck myself
Do you want to
up.
work at noon
Yeah.
later? I don't
No,
care.
it doesn't matter. No one
Do whatever you want. I do what I want. Although it has been like a hurdle to overcome to be able to just feel like I can do whatever I want.
I do feel like I'm getting better, but I truly feel like there was like, I don't know if this was just because of how long I was in the like normal whatever conditioning. Like I think I had like a year detox fully, like at least.
Yeah, if not more.
I mean, it's been over a year, so maybe I'm still detoxing, but of just being like fighting my brain to be like, it doesn't matter, shut up. I don't need to feel guilty for something that no one cares about.
Yeah.
I should go back to therapy, actually.
It's actually
I'm
crazy.
gonna go back.
Okay. It's actually crazy how much I feel like my nervous system has changed since starting this business. And you'd think running your own business, you know, you would have more stress, which I mean, don't get me wrong, we have stress,
Mhm.
but compared to our previous job,
Mhm. Jobs plural for me.
yeah. Like I won't tell you guys all of it, but let's just say something came up maybe yesterday, today, that has dragged me back to the mindset of our prior job. And it's been like in the back of my head since yesterday.
Mhm.
We've talked about it. I have this like lingering anxiety about it. And then I just had an epiphany and I'm like, wow, I am so grateful because I used to have this all day, every day, all of the time. And now that I don't have that, I can really feel the difference
Mhm.
from when I'm, you know, in like a calm state or when I'm in a state of fight or flight or like stress or whatever.
Yeah, it is interesting because when you're in it 24/7, you almost can't identify it.
It's like it's normal.
It's like when you eat really shitty
Mhm.
and then you eat really healthy and then you eat something bad again that you used to eat all the time and you're like, why do I feel so sick? But
Mhm.
you're just not used to it. But like, yeah, I think, yeah, you're just, it's so not normal anymore. You're so aware of it, which is kind of good because you're like, oh, I'm never going back to that feeling.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, we're doing something pretty fucking cool if we feel this good. And yeah, like I will never put myself in a situation where that's my normal. Like obviously shit happens and you know, you're going to go through periods in your life where there's increased stress. That's just natural, but to have that be the normal baseline is something that I just won't partake in again.
No, and even though like now there's different stresses, it like still feels very much like in our control. Whereas before it was just like you're just dealing with all these people and emotions and it's just like it's so out of your control. And like that feeling of being like, oh my God, I have like we were just talking about this, but like your phone buzzes and your heart, like your stomach flips. Like I hate that. Like
Oh.
I'm never doing that again.
No.
And we haven't for a long time, but it's just like you kind of like get that taste of it and you're like, oh my God.
I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. This used to be my all day, every day.
Yeah.
Like dealing with this. This is crazy. And I think there is a difference between, you know, working through a situation that's a little bit stressful compared to just like a generalized feeling of stress at all times. It's like a type of stress that just is living in your body and it never goes away. And it's not like separate from you in a way.
Yeah,
like when there's a stressful situation, it's like, okay, this is stressful. Let's think how to get through it. And then we get through it. But when it's so, you know, ingrained in every moment of your life, it's like just living in your body. Like it's not going anywhere.
And it's like not even attributed to like anything specific,
not
but it's
something-
attributed to everything at the
Yeah.
same time. Yeah.
It's not generally something you can just like solve and then it just dissipates.
Well, like I know multiple people that are like on anxiety meds, but like basically because of their work.
It's insane.
I know. It's like,
It's
why does it have to be
sad.
like that? And it's weird
You
when
know.
it's weird that not everyone, but it feels a little bit like as a society, it's like kind of a flex.
Oh,
Maybe
my
less so now,
gosh.
but like, or maybe
Yes.
not. I don't know.
I feel
But
like
like,
it is.
there's definitely like this whole subset of people that's like, the harder you work, the more like it's a flex that your life is your job.
It's a flex to be so. Wow, I'm the worst with sayings. What's the saying? Candle burnt at both ends? Wait. That was not it.
That might be
I
it.
can't-
What does it mean though? I don't know.
Getting-
Burning the candle
burning
at both
out
ends?
at both ends. Basically, you're burned out.
Yeah.
You're, I guess, overexerting yourself in every aspect of your life. And I feel like that is a flex. And I do think maybe in the past year or two, maybe since COVID, people are a little bit more open with admitting that they don't want to live that life and that that's maybe not the most desirable thing. But I feel like it's so popularized and glamorized to be working at max capacity or past max capacity all the time. So dumb.
Yeah.
Or I don't think that's sustainable long term, or you're going to run into health issues.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah. It's like even these people that I know some people too that from the outside, they just seem, you're just like, oh, you're the type of person this job was made for because clearly you're like really good at handling stress. But then they're the ones that actually go on stress leave, get sick. Like there are multiple people that got sick like pretty young when you think about it. And you're like, oh, is this just because you're so good at like hiding the stress essentially instead of like, I can't hide stress. I'm not very good at that.
They're just bottling it. Doesn't mean they're not experiencing it.
Yeah. Or I can like, I don't hide it, but I just change it into like a positive. But then also I'm just like, even though it's not a positive, I'm just, yeah, I just cope in other ways.
It's good to try and take a negative situation, make it positive.
Yeah. But it is really interesting to see that even people that you're like, oh my gosh, clearly you're just so good at this. It's like,
Yeah.
maybe some, but a lot of people aren't. They just don't show it.
Yeah.
And yeah. It is weird though. Like obviously you have to make money and like support yourself, but like what are we doing? Being indebted to someone or like being in 30 meetings a day or like having to like answer your phone when instantly, like that is like how much money is it worth to not have to do that?
Yeah, I never want to be indebted to anyone ever in my whole life. Like I'm done. I won't owe you nothing. Do not. We
Do
are
not.
clean slate at all times.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know why that just feels so, like I don't like it. I don't
No,
like
me
the
either.
feeling of feeling indebted to someone.
No. Or like you have to answer or like reply or like yeah, I don't know what it is. And you don't. But you're like, anyways, I actually think I do need to go back to therapy. Then also much to talk about.
You know what my therapist actually recommended because like I've been excelling at therapy as I've mentioned. Doing really well.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're always excelling until she's like,
So she's like, maybe we shouldn't wait so long. No, this was a good one, the last one.
oh,
but
good. You're like, not to brag, but I'm
not to brag,
healed.
but I'm amazing, except I'm clenching my teeth so bad that I'm giving myself headaches and I have all this tension and like all this stuff. And she was
right.
like, do you think she's like, so maybe as much as you feel mentally clear, some of that residual stress from your past might still be living in your body. Sorry if this is woo woo, but like this is the truth.
They studied this at like freaking Harvard.
Yeah, so fuck off.
Look it up.
Literally
Educate yourself.
science. So she was like, maybe some of the stress is still living inside of your body.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I could see that because I feel like there's tension in my shoulders, tension in my neck, tension in my jaw that's like giving me headaches. I'm grinding my teeth so bad that I'm getting blood in my mouth guard.
Oh my
You guys
God.
didn't need to know I sleep with the mouth guard, but now you know.
And it's full of blood.
Not always, but every now and then. Okay, so this is a side note, but throughout this past month, I went to the spa with Josh for my birthday. So we stayed a night there and I forgot my mouth guard. And so after this whole nice relaxing spa,
It's a hotel
night,
a
whatever.
spa.
You, oh yeah.
You can stay there.
You stay the night there, sorry.
Yeah.
And then so I forgot my mouth guard. And so I woke up in the middle of the night because I was grinding my teeth so bad. I woke myself up because I thought I cracked all my teeth. Like that's how hard, like I swear I was feeling around to see if like any pieces came off because it sounded like I was chipping my teeth off. That's one night without my mouth guard. Anyway, so I'm like, you know what? I'm wondering if there's some residual tension living in my body. And so, well, I had two recommendations. One of them, my dentist or the hygienist recommended a girl who does cupping on the jaw and acupuncture. And she said she had it done and it completely changed her jaw clenching. Like just,
cool.
It's a tiny little cupping, so you're not going to get the welts like you do with cupping on your back or whatever. Yeah. And then she does acupuncture and stuff. And my hygienist was like, I literally asked her if she was a witch because I don't know what she's doing, but whatever she's doing works so effectively. I'm like, oh my God, I need to try that. And then I was talking to my therapist about it. As I do. I had, 2 appointments in 1 week. So got all the angles there. And then
just kidding. Sweet.
And
wait, you had 2 therapy sessions in a week?
No, I had the dentist one day and therapy the next day. So,
gotcha.
Similar topics were spoken.
Yeah.
And then my therapist recommended this Reiki girl.
Oh.
She was telling me all these things about this girl who does Reiki, and she gave me another name. I forget what she did, but basically the girl works on actually clearing that stagnant energy out of your body. And then I told my therapist that you go to tapping. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
I was like, Sarah goes to tapping. She's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. She said it's like pretty effective.
It's like the best thing ever.
She's like, oh,
ask me.
Maybe you should like try it out if it works for Sarah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
And the girl's so nice. And you can do it on Zoom or you can go to her house, but
yeah,
I love it.
And you tap on yourself while she's there. Like even if it's in person.
She like does it with you.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it to yourself though.
Oh, but she's doing it on herself.
Yeah, like you're following.
You're mirroring her.
And it's like a pattern. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And she's like saying things as you.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's actually crazy because I haven't actually gone in probably like a year now. And I do really want to go back. It's not covered by any medical stuff, which sucks. But
so annoying.
It's still worth it. But I've done it just like to myself because she's like, you don't have to like have this like perfect thing. She's like calls it rant and tap. She's like, literally just be like, I feel stressed. I feel anxious. Something is like making me feel weird. Like I'm kind of upset about this meeting that I have to go to. It's going to be weird. I'm going to get like, I feel nervous about it. Oh, I don't really want to talk about that thing. That guy's so weird. Like just straight up just like saying shit out loud while you do it.
Like rambling.
Yeah. Like just rambling. And I've like done it just like, I've done it while driving in my car. I've done it while just sitting somewhere. And I feel my whole body just go and just like fully relax. It's so weird.
It's a real thing.
I think it's just because you're touching pressure points while also like acknowledging feelings. And then when she does it, it's a bit more like structured where she's like, what emotion do you feel? When I first started, she was like, what emotion do you feel? I was like,
all of them. None of them?
Sad? And she would literally pull out this whole chart and she's like, so there was like 70 emotions. She's like, okay, so sad could be, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good one. She's like, do you feel sad or maybe mad or maybe, and then she like, I can't even think of any right now, but like, I'm like, wow, there's so many emotions. At the start, I was like, sad? Like I literally had no emotion. I was like, I don't think I feel anything. Truly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, but then yeah, it was really interesting. So I was like, oh my God, you can feel so many things. I've never felt anything.
You're like, oh my God, I didn't even know that
I
these were options that I
Yeah.
could have as feelings. It is interesting though, because I think when I started with therapy, she asked me a very similar question and I couldn't respond.
Mhm.
I was like, all of them? Like, I feel like I'm feeling every emotion that I ever could all at the same time, and it makes me want to scream, but I just say nothing. She's like,
And I just sit here and go,
I just sit here
Okay.
and smile and nod, and
you go, okay.
I'm like, okay. Okay.
I feel every single emotion I want to scream.
I'm like, I don't think I can pinpoint what emotion I'm feeling because I feel like I'm feeling every single emotion known to man all at the same time, and it's like a room that's closing in on me.
Yeah. I do feel like that's one thing with that really helped me with tapping, and I'm sure talk therapy does it too, but it's like it's almost like unraveling this like spider web where you're like, I feel like this thing here, but like as you work through it, you're like, oh, it's actually like way over here, connected to that thing that I never would have even considered as something that I even remember, let alone as affecting me. Like the weirdest stuff. You're like, I have this vague memory about blah 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 blah, and then she's like, okay, so maybe, and you're like, whoa. Anyways,
Yeah. I don't feel like that anymore, just to clear the record. But I definitely did.
yeah, and it can always come back. No, I'm just kidding. That's why therapy's so great.
Yeah.
That's why everyone should go. I don't know why people aren't going. Some people, though, I know, they're like, I've never been to therapy. And I'm like,
You're like, it shows.
yeah, we know. Well, it's pretty obvious. We know.
You didn't have to say that out loud.
Yeah,
it was
kidding.
obvious.
We know. I should go back. It's so great. It's actually crazy. I was thinking this. I might have said this before, but I was like thinking about the last time I went to see her. And I didn't stop for like, sometimes I just felt like I needed a break because it's like, it is a lot of work, like emotionally sometimes.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take a little break. But I was thinking about it because I was like, the last time I actually saw her was before we started, like I started all this stuff. So I guess it's been more than a year. Actually, a lot more than a year. Okay, anyways. But I was like, wow, if I go back, I can be like, hey, remember all those things I said I wanted to do?
Check mark.
Check. So I don't even need you anymore, but also I really do because now.
But also,
there's other things. There's always stuff.
It is interesting though, because even though I feel like my mind is clear, and I can't speak for you, but like I feel like our minds are clearer, more calm. It does still live inside you, like all of these prior feelings and emotions and experiences and everything. Like it's still like a little living, breathing animal inside you.
100%. And I feel like that is why I do want to go back. But also I feel like there's like this level where you're like, oh, I'm okay because I'm truly just not around things that trigger me in a way, or not trigger you, but like the stress, I've just fully removed myself from that situation. So I'm not feeling that stress. But like, I feel like my next level of whatever the fuck you're getting to is to be able to be around things and have it not affect you.
Yeah.
Like people can say what they want and it doesn't affect me. People can do whatever they like. Right now, I feel like I'm really good, but it's almost because I'm like not interacting with anything that even could mess it up.
Yeah. You're kind of like insulating yourself from any stressors.
Yeah, which I do think sometimes you need as like almost like a detox and like a clear and be like, okay, what am I even feeling? But now I feel like I'm ready to be like, okay, I could go back into the world and not have it like affect me. Yeah. Well, not in this moment, but that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like,
just have it roll.
It's a work in progress. You can't just snap your fingers and all of a sudden you're healed and all of these things don't bother you anymore.
Exactly.
So
it is interesting though. All the crazy people. They're not that
crazy, but so clearly this is another ramble episode. Like there was not, I mean, okay. I think we kind of touched on that we're changing the structure slightly. Even though, are we? I don't know. Maybe to us we are, but maybe to you, the listener, maybe this actually doesn't change anything. Maybe I don't know, but
in our minds we are.
Yeah. So we have this idea where we want to provide a free value to people on the internet.
Yeah.
And at first we were thinking we could do some of that through this podcast. But the more we kind of do the podcast and kind of what we're wanting to teach or the value we're wanting to provide, it doesn't feel super natural for us to kind of teach those things or add that value in this format, because we still want this podcast to be interesting. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
We want it to be entertaining, and we also kind of end up going off on side tangents anyways. And
Yeah, all the time.
so we're kind of just thinking that maybe this podcast is going to be just a video audio journal of our experience being business owners. And we're probably not going to try and teach you anything other, like, if it comes up naturally, it comes up naturally, but it's not going to be a strictly just educational podcast, which I mean, it hasn't been anyways, but anyways, we're wanting to provide free value in a different format. So we're going to start posting tutorials and lessons and stuff on specific topics on YouTube. So if you're interested, go check us out on YouTube, On Ayrre. And
Well, it's hard to teach like accounting and bookkeeping and
business
stuff like that while talking into a mic.
and making it entertaining.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
It's hard to make bookkeeping entertaining ever, but we can try.
yeah, and also I feel like it's one of those
It is
things where
important,
you learn watching something. Like, it's a
Yeah.
little bit more tangible instead of just
Yeah.
listening. It's at least I find it's hard to retain anything
Yeah.
really technical like that, especially related to like money, finances, just, you know, through listening.
Yeah, I feel like listening is good if someone's like sharing a story or an experience that you're like, oh, I relate to that. But like, we do want to have those more in detail, like concepts that people can actually use and apply to their own like business and life.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah. Also, it is hard to just listen and understand concepts like that.
Also,
I thought that was
we end
fun.
up just chit-chatting anyways.
I
This is
know.
what we like to do. Like, we're doing this because it's fun.
Yeah, let's be honest.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
It's a little video diary of our experience being business owners
Well,
in our lives.
So we can come back later when we're writing our book.
Our book. Oh, I feel like the prequel is going to be more juicy than the book itself.
Yeah, true.
No,
No, I'm just kidding. But I have a terrible memory. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't remember anything.
Me too.
So
Me too.
we're just documenting our journey
We're documenting our
More-
journey.
for ourselves, and also for anyone else out there who's maybe doing their own business or thinking about it. Just feel less alone, because it can be really lonely. Luckily, we have each other, but I can't imagine doing this by yourself.
No, it would feel really, really isolating, especially if no one in your friend group or in your family is a business owner. They don't get it. And it's not their fault, and it's not anyone's fault. It's just unless you have that experience, it's really hard to relate or understand.
Mhm.
So we have each other, but now you have us. Congrats!
Yay! Lucky.
Yay, lucky you. Hopefully we make you feel less alone in your journey through entrepreneurship. Because
And less crazy.
Probably. Most likely. Who knows? And if you want actual lessons or tutorials on things related to bookkeeping, business, accounting, kind of the money side and business, or whoa, I was about to say the business side of business. That was dumb. You know, the money side of business. Because believe it or not, we do know a thing or two, even though maybe we don't talk about it on the podcast. If you're interested in any of that, go to our YouTube.
Oh my
We
gosh.
will start posting those types of videos there.
Be slightly more eloquent and thought through.
Yeah, and planned and educational.
Yeah, but not boring, hopefully. Well, you're getting so good at editing. You can just edit it to be fun, right? You can just edit it to be fun bookkeeping info.
Okay. Do
It's
you
not
see I
just
did
bookkeeping.
that? Okay.
Okay. All the
Oh, I did
emotions.
Okay. Yeah. That was me before.
Oh, God.
Except I was more, instead of like, I was just
No.
a statue. Because I'm like, there's too many things going on for me to do anything or feel anything or say anything. So I'm just going to be frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Thank fuck that's over.
So crazy.
Anywho,
But it makes sense. We'll be
feel
back
like-
next week.
we will be back next week for more verbal diarrhea ramble. That was not. People don't like that word.
I don't think they do.
I don't think I don't think I do. I don't know why it came out. I got nervous, I guess. Just kidding. Check us out next week for more of our life business update journal diary. That wasn't good either.
I was like, how many words will you say? I'm ready. 5.
I said 5.
That was good.
Okay.
See
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Wait, are you doing it?
No, I just lied on camera and video. Wait, that didn't make sense. I just lied on the microphone. Another update. We're probably
happening?
only gonna release episodes every 2 weeks because we want to be doing that educational style format also.
Yeah.
So every
Maybe
2 weeks. So we won't see you next week. That was a lie.
See you next time.
See you in 2 weeks. See you in a fortnight.
Is that a fortnight?
Yeah, I had to look it up.
See you.
I was reading a book and it was like, obviously, classic.
Oh.
Reading some fantasy books, some fucking.
like in the fortnight I will succumb to the dawn of the moon.
That's exactly what the line
Like,
was.
What is a
And I'm like,
fortnight?
what is a fortnight? And then I'm like, oh, it's 2 weeks
Really? I've heard of that, but I didn't know it was
So-
2 weeks.
in a fortnight. So I'm like, what is this?
See,
Why?
this is educational.
Why do I keep bringing this up? Or why do people keep? Okay,
Saying
well, I'm
fortnight.
obviously reading some weird fairy tale shit, but you know what? Now you know. See you in a fortnight.
Bye.
Bye.